up? Welcome back to Talkin Misschif. I'm Harley, and this is
Gage, Cowart.
And today we're here at the Shed in Maryville, Tennessee. So Gage and I actually met a year ago today, which is super weird. Found out through Facebook memories. It's like, oh, I was in Nashville a year ago today at a writer's round. So yeah, here we are back in Tennessee together. This is a really cool venue. I'm actually glad I got to come out here.
Super cool.
Might hear some motorcycles in the background, but that's
part of the atmosphere here.
I was gonna say, it's totally part of the atmosphere. It's all good.
My name's Gage. I'm originally from South Alabama. I grew up in a little rural area right outside of a city called Enterprise. And I now live in Florida, Panama City, Florida. I've been there for about the last 11 years or so. And the last 2 years, I decided that I was gonna chase a dream in country music.
Tell them what you did before this.
I was a law enforcement officer for about 8 years. So.
What finally was like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. This is what I'm going to do.
So I have a good buddy, Riley Anderson, and I've always looked up to him as a songwriter. I've always thought that he was one of the most amazing, humble people I've ever met. And I asked him, I said, hey, how do you know, when it's time to make the jump? And he kind of, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he basically just told me, like, look, man, you're just going to get to a point where it's time to take the leap of faith and you're going to know there's going to be no denying. And I'll be damned if that wasn't exactly how it happened. So
hey, sometimes you just got to let the wind take you. That's what I always say.
I was to the point where I was booking shows and it was interfering with the 12-hour shifts that I was on rotation for. And I was like, and then I'm looking at the next month ahead. I was like, man, we could do this, like this could happen. And yeah.
So how's that decision been treating you?
Oh, awesome. I feel like I retired early. I fish during the day. I hang out with my kids.
Oh, my God.
I go play shows at night, and it's pretty chill.
I think there's about to be like 3 or 4 that come rolling through here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's find out real quick. I kind of expected this to happen, which is fine because this venue is fucking... I'm glad I came out here because I've known about it. I've seen all the artists come out here and play. Like, I found out through Taylor Honeycutt, and this place is...
I opened for her.
Did you really?
Fort Walton.
I love Taylor. That was by far one of my probably my top 5 that I've worked with so far. She's
super awesome. And she kicks ass.
Oh, yeah. I want a bike so bad. Fuck yeah. I don't know if I'd wear a tank top like that on a bike, but I grew up riding for the slide. Yes, yep. I don't care how hot it is. There ain't no way.
Hell no.
No way. Especially nowadays, people don't pay attention to shit. Always look out for motorcycles.
Come on, y'all. Shouldn't have to tell you that.
You would think. You honestly would think. So right now, whether it's published or not, what would you say is your favorite song right now that you've written?
Oh, man. I think it's this new song that we're about to put out pretty soon. It's called Used to Be. It talks kind of about how much the world around us has changed in the last 10 years. And the character in the song is talking to this old man about I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. It ain't how it used to be. And that's probably one of my favorite ones, which is going to be out pretty soon.
Oh, that's exciting! Yay,
haven't
surprise!
Even announced it yet.
Hey.
Yep.
So, what would you say though is about doing all of this? What is your favorite part about being in the music, doing what you're doing now?
So before I'd even bought a guitar to learn how to play one, I was a concert goer. And I went to concerts all the time because I love music, and I was raised to love good music, and that music is a medicine. And I went from getting in line 5 hours early to make sure I was on the front row of these venues to see my favorite artist, and now I can say that that God placed me on those stages, which I think is the coolest thing in the world. I went from being on the other side of the handrail to stepping on the stage, and it's dream come true. So.
That's how I feel with the photography and stuff, that Misschif's kind of taken its route. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't got the lick of sense when I can't sing, I can't play. I tried it, tried to learn it.
I didn't think I could. I got a guitar just to have a hobby, just to do something cool.
One thing that I've always wanted to learn to play is the fiddle.
Yeah.
That is the one between that and a banjo. Those are my 2 all-time favorite instruments.
Yeah.
I bought one. started learning it.
It's tough.
It is rough. So all fiddle players, good for y'all. Because
I'll see one every now and then in a pawn shop, and I'll pick it up like, I got this.
Nope.
Bad.
Like
bad.
I was watching, there was one time I was watching, it was YouTube, go figure. Mm-hmm. And it was just the very, very bare minimum basics. And that one time when you're like, and I was like, oh, hell no. Like, this is going to be a fun little ride. But so that's like, I get that. I'm the same way. I grew up in music. My grandfather, I grew up on blues and jazz and like that old country, old rock. Like Hank Jr. is my all-time favorite. Yeah. So I grew up in music, and I was the same way, going to concerts super early to be in the front row. Mm-hmm. My first concert ever was Styx.
No shit. Seriously?
Yeah.
My first concert was Styx.
Yeah.
My mom took me to see him in the Mariana Civic Center in Mariana, Florida. And we were like, I think we were in the very, very back. And then it got to a point where there was like too much craziness in front of us, so we had to leave early. But it was cool.
I got a black eye. I was 11 and I got a black eye.
Were you?
Yeah.
See, Styx concerts were crazy back in the day, apparently.
Yeah, I got my mom. And that was like our thing growing up. So we always went to music. Mm-hmm. And yeah, my first concert was Styx, and we got up there.
Yeah.
Did an 11-year-old have any business being in front row of Styx? Probably not. How I ended up with a black eye. But, that was one of those things. So like, for me, it's a peace of mind that now I was, all the way back in the back, and now I'm right there and I get to capture all those moments.
Yeah.
So I got to be behind the camera capturing what you love doing. And I think
it's a blessing, I think.
It is. It definitely is a blessing. So I agree. Like I'm right there with you. I do it on a different end, but I definitely, music is a good peace of mind. And that's why I do things like this, where I can showcase people like you.
Yeah.
And, so if you would describe your music by 3 artists, how would you explain your type of music?
Oh, by 3 artists?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Muscadine Bloodline, for sure. Those guys are a huge inspiration to me. Not only because they were born in the same state that I was and kind of raised similar to the way I was, but the stuff that they sing about, every lyric that they put in their songs, that you can tell that they really think about every single word. And that's what I try to aspire with my music, is that every line matters just as much as the chorus or the hook. And I love the way that they do stuff. After them, I would say Tyler Childers. Tyler Childers was a huge musical inspiration of mine when I first got into songwriting. I love everything about his song. I think he's one of the best songwriters of all time. And then the last, I would say the Turnpike Troubadours.
I would say those are very good ways to explain your type of music.
Yeah.
Very unique, too.
Red dirt is all get out. So.
Yeah, that is true. First time I ever heard Gage, I was like, oh, okay, then. Yep. I like that sound.
It's a little different. It's almost the same as, regular country, but it's just a little different.
See, that's what you got to do, though. You got to have that little twang or a little difference than everybody else. So the last question I'm going to ask you is, if somebody's ever given you a piece of advice that you live by to this day, no matter what it is, on your hardest day, or you're spreading the love of, what would that piece of advice be?
Man, so back in, I don't know when it was, I think I just started writing songs. And I haven't really been writing songs that long. I've only been doing this for maybe 2.5 years. And right when I just started writing songs, I went to a Muscadine Bloodline concert and had VIP, because you got to have VIP. And ended up doing like a meet and greet with them. And I asked them, I was talking to Gary and Charlie, and I said, hey, what's your best advice for a songwriter that's just entering the scene, like trying to get his feet wet and everything? And Gary said, you got to burn the boats, man. There's no backup plan. You just got to dive in. Don't think about, what if I can't do this? What if what should I do if this doesn't work out? Just burn the lifeboats, go all the way. And that's ever since I've heard that, I've been, all right, well, this is what we're doing. So.
I like that. That's different. Funny you bring up Muscadine and like having to get VIP. That's how I am with Hank Jr. Yeah. I got to see him front row VIP last year. Mm-hmm. And that was my getting out of the Marine Corps gift. That was my grandfather's thing, was Hank Jr. And seeing him front row, it was just like,
legendary.
I cried. Yeah, I got to go on stage and everything, and I just sobbed. Yeah, that was part of the package. You got to stand there while he was singing, and I was like,
that's nuts.
I looked at everybody. I was like, don't pay attention to me. Fuck off.
I'm having a moment.
Yeah, just leave me be.
Yeah.
But with your, like, that piece of advice, I've never heard that. That's That's pretty solid on that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just kind of, because I feel like I'm my own worst enemy, 100%. I'm my biggest critic. Like, I'm going to see all the faults and failures that I've doing, in all this. And I feel like if you just keep the mentality of like, this is my passion. This is what I was born to do. This is what I'm put on this earth to do. This is what God has planned for me. Then nothing's going to stop me. I'm just going to keep driving ahead. And it may take me 2, 10, 20 years. I mean, but we're going to get there,
See, you're one of the few too that I've worked with that you can tell that you have heart in what you do.
Oh, for sure.
And that's what sets you apart. Like they say, the industry will chew you up, spit you back out, make you, bitter to everything in the world. But like my friend Chrislyn and you, and like there's a few others that I'm like, no, y'all got heart, y'all got passion. And it'll eventually, may take you 10, 20 years,
yeah,
but it'll eventually take you somewhere. And I hope you stick with that because you can see it. You can hear it when you sing. And that's why I love working with people like you. So you can feel what you put into your music.
I appreciate
and I
that.
think that's what brings us to music in the first place is like being able to feel that kind of stuff. So I appreciate what you do. Keep doing your thing.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me come out here. And, I love that we get to work together. I hope we get to work together more.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely.
So that's enough Talkin Misschif for now. And stay tuned. I haven't figured out my fucking ending yet.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.